What up, people? Charles, aka King here, and today we're going to be talking about why you're not making any sales with your current product. But first, we got to take care of this. Much better.
WatchTheKing TV.
Okay, so now on to why you're not making sales with your current. Wait, one more thing. Okay, why you're not making sales with your current product. Some of you are way too romantic with your products. What does that mean, Charles? What do you mean by I'm way too romantic? All right, let's put it like this. The first pin that we ever came out with was the Kevin Durant pin. What we sell crazy right now is our After Hours collection. But that aside, what we really sell crazy is anything anime. When we first started, we started off with our Kevin Durant pin. We actually have a video, going back into the past about how we got there, how we chose that pin to be our first pin. But for those of you who've never watched that, it's this simple. Kevin Durant went to another team. We saw the opportunity before the NBA jumped onto the pin game and made his new jersey for the new team into a pin. We said, let's do it. And we made that pin before the NBA had it. We had it on eBay and for sale before the NBA had that pin. So that's how we chose our first pin. It was more strategic than anything because we don't even like Kevin Durant. Period. We actually despise Kevin Durant. But what we did was we created that pin. It sold very slowly, and still till today it sells very slowly. We've sold out of lots of pins, and we still have a Kevin Durant pin. Wow. We still have a lot of Kevin Durant pins. Now, what I mean by getting romantic is if we were to choose that pin first, which we did, and say to ourselves, we're not going to spend any more money on new pins because we want to make this work. Every time we put out a pin, it should sell out. That's how we define the structure or the success of the business. A lot of you think like that. Obviously, we don't think like that at King of the Pin because we have hundreds of pins on our site, kingofthepin.com. Go get your pin today. We have hundreds of pins on the site, and we don't wait. We'll put out a pin Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and every week we'll do the same rotation up until we get 12 pins out, 14 pins out a month. We don't get romantic. We put the pin out and move on. Why you guys don't make sales on your pin right now is because you're being too romantic. You wanna take your pin out on a date. You want to court your pin for months and months and months. And then you want to get married to your pin and have kids. Like, no. Take that pin out on one date. If it don't work, you move on. You move on. Stop getting so romantic with your product. Eventually, you'll start making sales from one of these pins that you put out. And that those sales will trickle into the other pins being seen and picked up and added to the cart. And those other pins that you did 5 months ago being added to the cart. Guys, put out a pin and move on. Do your marketing strategy. I'm not telling you to leave it alone. I'm telling you to put that product out and then work on 30 more designs, 50 more designs, 100 more designs. Do not focus on one pin. You put that design out and you do not get romantic. I almost want you 3 weeks into making pins to forget that you even put the pin out in the first place. That's how unromantic I want you guys to be with your pin making. And that's how you'll make continuous sales on all your pins, including your first one. People still add that Kevin Durant pin to their cart. You go to my store and you see kingofthepin.com and it's hella anime and one Kevin Durant pin. I get it. Random as hell. But it's going to be anime fan that loves Kevin Durant that adds it to their cart and I'll still make a sale. Don't get romantic.